Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suvarna, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology. I'm taking the topic is e-commerce subject. Name of the topic is e-commerce website and development and design. It is one of the important topics from the e-commerce side. Okay. Now, the introduction of the e-commerce, how to creating of the website and different types of the protocols, rules and regulations also required. Those rules is framed to the uh, software industries. So the e-commerce website, how to development the how to development, how to design those things we will discuss to the today class. So first of all, what about the e-commerce? Okay, and a specific definition also there is the e-commerce. E-commerce refers to the buying and selling of goods and services over the internet. First, the purpose of the e-commerce nothing but we can design the some definitions also there. E-commerce refers to the buying and selling of goods or services over the internet, facilitating transaction between the business and consumer globally. So that is the basic idea about the define the e-commerce. The importance of the e-commerce is it offers unparalleled convenience, expand market reach behind the geographical boundaries, and has expired rapid growth due to a technological advancement and changing consumer behavior. So, the definition and importance of the e-commerce we can create before on that in the develop the website or design those things is important. Why? Because of what is the aim? Based on the aim, we can have some solutions also required. So, how to design the website, e-commerce website development, how to design the e-commerce website development and design. Those things also one of the important. The importance of the e-commerce, unparalleled convenience, expand market, reach behind geographical boundaries, and has experienced rapid growth due to a technological advancement and changing consumer behavior. So, this is the basic importance of the e-commerce requirement. Then, based on the importance, we can create the website development and design also required. Okay. First, we can create the planning. How to planning nothing but what type of the website development also required, what type of the design is also required. Before on that, in the software development life cycle, we can take the requirement and analysis also required. The requirement analysis nothing but gathering the customer what should be required, how to prepare the how to design, how to make a design of the website. Those things also required. Here, the planning phase having two things is important. One is the define goals and objective. Before on that, we can collecting and gathering the requirement or analysis phase also required. Here, the treated as a define goals and objectives also one of the important things. Define goals and objective is the basic criteria in the e-commerce website development and design. Here, the establish clear objectives such as increasing sales, enhancing user engagement. So, the are expanding market share within a defined time frame. So, the defined goals and objective main aim is the how to increase the sale, how to enhancing user engagement, how to expanding market share with a defined time frame. In the sense, um, first of all, we can create a scarcity in the online marketing. How to buy, how to sell, how to transaction the amount, how to collect the good, all those things comes under planning phase. In the sense, precisely the defined goals and objective also can create it before and that e-commerce website and development and designs. Those things also required. Establish a clear objective such as increasing sale, enhancing user engagement, or expanding market share within a defined time frame. So these things also very important from the planning phase. And going to the another important planning phase is called the market research. Market research, it is one of the first of all, what is the analysis of the market? What type of material is required from the market side? What about the public domain? What should be needed in the public? all those things also we can gather based on some analysis and the predictions also required. Everything depends upon the market research. Basically, the market research after completion of the defined goals and objective, then going the immediate point is the market research. What is the market research in the e-commerce website development and design in the e-commerce? In the sense, the conduct through research to understand target audience demographic. That is called one of the what should be required, how to sell, how to give. All those things comes under research area. Nothing but what about the demand, what about the supply, how to buy a product in the satisfaction of the effectively in the customer. Those things also required. Here, the market research basic thing is conduct through research to understanding target audience demographic. Okay, the preferences and shopping behaviors to tailor the website accordingly. That is called the basic thing from the defined goals and research objective. The market research, it is one of the important nothing but a studied about the public knowledge or companies making a product or manufacturing. All those things comes under can deep study about the market research, especially market research nothing but what type of requirement are fulfilled in the public or customer, how to solute the those requirement, fulfill the requirement. So this thing is called the market research. Conducting some audience polls, whatever it may be. Then the demographic preference and shopping behavior to tailor the website accordingly. In a sense, based on the research, then after shopping behaviors to tailor the website accordingly. Such type of thing is called the market research. So the defined goal, and then after we can study the public opinion, public polls, then based on the public demand or requirement, you can create the website accordingly. That is called the e-commerce website development and design. How to generate a website, then customer satisfaction or customer importance, or how to customer search those website. All those things depends upon the market strategies or research areas. And here another important subheading is called the product selections and categorization. In the customer, before that we can collect the product satisfaction. The product satisfaction which depends upon different types of the products to sell. Okay, this is called one of the important thing from the product selections and categorization. Here, the type of the product to sell. So many products available in the market. N number of products, unlimited products is available in the market. How to select a product? Nothing but determine the range of the product or services the e-commerce site will offer, ensuring they align with market demand and business goals. So the type of the products to sell is depends upon the one of the important thing. Determine the range of the product or services the e-commerce site will offer, ensuring they align with market demand and business goals. So the product selections and categorization also one of the important. The types of the products it depends upon the n number of material or n number of the products availability in the nowadays in global. So the product it depends upon the product it depends upon the marketing strategies. So the determining range of the product or servicing the e-commerce site will offer, ensuring the align with a market demand and a business goals. That is also one of the important thing from the product selections and categorization. Then going to the other important organizing product into a categories. What is the organization? Group of products. Nothing but soaps is the one product, pens is another product, clothes is another type of the product, shoes are the another cosmetics. It depends on number of categories is available in the market. Then choose and collect and could require products. We can select and store the cart. Then after by a selection after completion of the cart, what should be required. Then you can add what should be not required. You can delete, and finally you can prepare the your invoice or bill, whatever it may be. Is called the organization products into a categories. Then different types of the organize, different types of the products is there. So the organizing products into a categories. Categories nothing but a with different similar types of the items is separate from the one place. Nothing but a it is called the categories. Group of product logically into categories and subcategories of the facilitating easy navigation and enhance user experience. That is called the basic ideology of the organizing product into a category. So the group of product logically into categories and subcategories of the facilitate ease to navigation and enhance the user experience. So the product selections and categorizations we can prepare in the after research. Why? Because of then identify the types of the product to sell and organizing product into a categories. We can choose all those things. Then after we can create the website development and design. It is the very easy for the e-commerce. So the types of the products, so many types of the products is available. It is the pens is the one type of product, books is the another type of product, or grocery is the another type of the product, or clothes, or dermatology, or medical, whatever it may be. So many products is available, and such the product or different types of the product, and the entire product is categorized into the subcategories. All those things also required. So the organizing products and categories and types of the product to sell before and the categorizing crystal clear. Why? Because you can category based on the major name, you can identify the subcategories or subnames also required. Here, the group of product logically into a categories and subcategories to facilitate easy navigation and enhance user experience. So, the types of the product or organization product into a categories is the most important thing in the product selections and categorization. The types of the product to sell to determine the range of the products or services the e-commerce site will offer the ensuring they align with the market demand and businesses goal. And organization product into a categories group of products logically into categories and subcategories to facilitate easy to navigation and enhance user experience. So the e-commerce website development and design it depends upon the these two things also very important before on that website development and design. Then competitor analysis. Competitor nothing but you can opponent. You are prepared the one goods and one devices are making our product are delivered. So many companies also as this product are also delivered. But based on the companies, different materials are different qualities or quantities are. Then how to sell your product? Any parameters also required. The improve the quality compared to other companies, improve the less cost compared to others. Moreover, you can enhancement quality of the technology, whatever it may be. All those things, nothing but you can use in the competitor analysis. Nothing but your quality is good, price also is reasonable. Some companies quality is good, price also more. The type of market is the not suitable for the companies. Only few people are interested in such type of thing. Only rich mans are utilize that. But quality is good or price is very less. Normalness or convenient of the price, then very easy to buy a product in the customer. So the competitor analysis nothing but I could identify the competitors in the customer side along with the company side. Different types of the companies, different type of the product are released in the market. Then you compare to those material, compare to this one. Comparisons also nowadays is it is a common agenda. Then your rating. and your quality or quantity, all those things it depends upon decide the market with the help of the competitor. The competitive analysis identifying competitors. How to identify the competitors? Identify main competitors in the industry are niche ranging, okay, from a global gates to smaller specialized players. So that is also you can identify main competitor, who is your nearest competitor, who is your up competitor, and comparison of these two. What about your product? How to deliver the in the market? How to uh, um, how to competitor competitions, uh, challenging competitions you can take, and then automatically then getting a good results. And going to the analyze competitors strength and weakness are also required. Weakness mathematics, for example, you can shoes company, you can prepare the shoes, and before on that that fellow also you can create the shoes material, what type of material using, what type of quality, what type of thicknesses, what type of precautions should be taking, all those things. Then another your above company, nothing but another important company. But your company, how to create the product, what is the range of the product, what is the quality of the product, how to expire date of the product, all those things it depends upon the competitive strength and weaknesses. Here, the access competitors strategies, strength like product, range or services offering. So, and weaknesses such as the customer services issues or limited product diversity. So one of the good service is provided in the customer. Quality of the product is the produce the customer. Then customer will be satisfied. That is the strength. Then unfortunately you can relieve the unquality of the product. Then you can provide the services also required. So the service is the one of the important thing from the analysis competitors' strengths and weaknesses. Access competitor strategies are strength like product range or services offering, and weaknesses such as the customer services issues or limited product diversity. So this is also one of the important strategies from the e-commerce website and development design. So here would identify these things very important. Then after another important, we can creating of the website development and design. These things also one of the very important is called the design principle. How to design. Develop these before rules, you can how to create the website, rules and regulations, and analysis and requirement, and research analysis. All those things could under website development. Then after, how to e-commerce design. This is also very important piece called the having some principles also required. So based on the principles, we can create a good design. Okay, good model. Okay, what is the design? Having how many design principles are there here? User centered design, it is the most important point, is the user centered design. It is the prioritized the user experience UX by focusing on the intuitive navigation, clear information architecture, and the responsive design for a accessibility across the devices. So the design principles which depends upon these two things. One is the user-centered design, prioritized the user experienced by focusing on the intuitive navigation, clear information architecture also required. The entire design you want required clear information of the architecture. It is the blueprint of the system is called the design. Okay, how to create the design without ambiguity or precisely information also required. Those information is called the clear information architecture and responsiveness design for the accessibility across the device. The responsive nothing but you can do anything, then support the system, it is the effectively. Such type of design is called the design principle. And another important one is called the user experience, UX design, user centered design, or Catalyze the user experience. UX design is the different. Then another important thing is called the UI or UX, best practice. Then what is the UI? You implement consistent or branding element visually appealing layout and interactive elements to engaging and guides user through the site. So the user-centric design principles, the user experience UX, by focusing on a institutive navigations, clear information architectures, and responsive design for the accessibility across the device. So the UI or UX best practices implement a consistent branding element, visually appealing layout, and interactive elements to engage and guide user through the site. So the design principles, these two things also one of the important thing. One is the user-centered design in the e-commerce website development and designs, and second one UI, user interfaces or user experienced UX. Implement the consistent branding elements, usually appealing layout and interactive element to engage and guide users through the site. So these two things also very important from the e-commerce website development and design. Then another important thing is called uh, wireframing and prototyping. Wireframing and prototyping. Here, the wireframing, nothing but a different types of the things also there in the wireframing and prototyping. And the first point is called the visualize site structure. Visualize site structure, it is the one of the important thing, wireframing and prototyping. Here, creating the wireframe helps in the planning, layout, and flow of the website, mapping out of the key elements and interactions. So that is also one of the important things from the wireframing and prototyping. Interactive design process is the second point. Prototyping allows for testing and refining design concept based on user feedback and usability testing. So the prototyping allows for a testing and defining design concepts based on the user feedback and usability testing. That is also one of the important. And collaborative approaches also another important thing. The collaborative approaches which depends upon stockholders and design teams in the wireframing and prototyping phases, ensuring alignment with the project goals and user experiences. So the wireframing and prototyping is depends upon these three things. One is the visualize site structure. Then second, going to the second one is the iterative design process, and third one is the collaborative approaches. The visualized site structure nothing but a clear-cut mapping out of the key elements or interactions also required. The clear layout and flow of the website also required. And going to the second point is the iterative design and process is called the prototyping allows for the testing and the refining design and concepting based on the user feedback and usability testing. The iterative design, it is the prototyping allows to test a refining design concept based on user feedback and equity testing. And third one is the collaborative approaches. The collaborative approach involves the stockholders and the design teams in the wireframing, and the prototyping phases, ensure alignment with the project goals and user expectation. So the user expectation you can fulfill the wireframing and prototyping. That is also one of the important criteria from the this one. So the e-commerce website and development design. Another important thing is for the development phase. In the software development industry, SDLC, different types of the pages also required. Like that, the e-commerce website and development design. Here also using different types of the pages is there. First one is the e-commerce platform page, and second one is the front-end development page. Third one is the back-end development page. In the sense, development pages can be broadly classified into three tabs. One is the e-commerce platform. Choosing e-commerce platform is the first page. Front-end development is the second page, and back-end development is the third page. How to choosing of the e-commerce platform? Page number one, the here it is also one of the important thing. Choosing a e-commerce platform is called the choosing e-commerce platform, it depends upon the selecting a right platform. Very, very important. Okay, selecting the right platform. For example, Shopee's WooCommerce uh, Magento, based on the scalability features and budget strategy or considerations, is the critical. So the uh, Badgatory considerations is the critical. So the front-end development using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to implement the UI design ensure a visibility and appealing and a responsive of the user interfaces. That is called the front-end development. First, choose a e-commerce platform. Then going to the second one, front-end development using HTML hypertext markup language and cascading style sheets and JavaScript to implement a UI design ensure a visual appealing and responsiveness user interaction. And third point is the development pages is called the back-end development thing. How to back-end develop store the information in the database, that is called the back-end. Developing a robust back-end functionalities such as the database management, order processing, and customer management supported and seamless e-commerce operations. These three things also one of the important things from the backend. So the development pages choosing the e-commerce platform is the most important thing. And second one is the front-ended development is the second one. And third one is the back-end development. So the choosing e-commerce platform it depends upon these three things. One is the e-commerce platform and front-end development, and third one is the back-end development. The choose the platform, correct platform. You can selecting the right platform also required. And the front-end development ultimately using the different types of the hypertext markup languages and cascading style sheets and JavaScript. Nothing they front-ended, which depends upon the any website and development, is called the scripting language also very useful or effectively run a any website. And the third one is the back-end development. Any transactions are buying, selling, all those things you can managing of the functionality such as the database management system also required. Why? Because of robust backend functionalities such as database management also required, order processing and consumer management support, seamless e-commerce operations also required. So the e-commerce website development and design the e-commerce, the development phase, these three things is very, very important. One is the choosing e-commerce platform, second one is the front-end development, and third one is the back-end development also required. The payment gateway interaction. The payment gateway interaction also one of the important things. How to secure after completion of this one, how to secure the payment, how to secure the, here the secure the payment processing interaction trusted payment gateway like a PayPal, Strip or Square ensure secure transactions and a build customer trust. And another important payment gateway is the PCA compliances. Othering a payment card industry, the security standard PCA or DSS or any ATM or debit card, credit card, whatever it may be, using the card, such type of the with related to the PCA compliances. Guidances protected sensitive card holders data during the online transaction. And third point is the user confidence. Confidence is the more authenticated and authorization. Implementing the robust security ensures such as the encryption and fraud detection enhance a user confidence in a payment processing. So the transactions monitoring it is the one of the important things in the payment gateway interactions in the e-commerce website development and design. We have the transaction monitoring, real-time monitoring are transactions and implementing two-factor authentications. Example 2FA strengthens payment security and reduces fraudulent activities. So the transaction monitoring will depends upon the these three things also require 2FA nothing but a two-factor authentication strengthens the payment. Two-factor authentication is good security is provided to the reduce the fraudulent activities. So the payment gateway you want one is the security payment process or PCI compliances and user confidence is also required. And finally, transactions monitoring of the system also one of the important. You can use the transaction monitoring, you can use the two-factor authentication strengthness, payment security, and robust fraudulent activities also. Ravi Kolkata, Western Andrews B. Frontiers of the Electronic Commerce in the Pearson first editions in 1996. And second one is the references the books David Whiteley, E-commerce strategy and technologies and applications, Tata McGree's, and the second edition 2000. And the third one is the Kamesh K. Bajaj, E-commerce, the cutting edges of business, Tata McGree. Having so many references, web references also required. I can give only three, and I will put that this one useful materials is getting from the e-commerce side. So this is also the my aim is the e-commerce website development and design. Those things are what are the important of the e-commerce website development and designs. I will explain clearly. Any doubts will be there. You will click the my you can other references and web references also. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.